Hello people, welcome to yet another tutorial in Android malware series. So today we'll be using two methods to tackle obfuscated Android malware. First we'll be using JEDEX GUI directly, and second we'll be using JEDEX along with Android Studio. For this particular series of for this particular video, I have taken this as a malware example. It's a recent malware which was portraying itself as a registration app for vaccination in India especially. So this is covidregis.apk. If you see along here the MD5, and here is the covidregis.apk. We'll be using this as a sample app for this video. So let's get started. First of all, let's use JEDEX GUI directly with input as covidregis.apk, and this takes a little bit of yes. So by the time this is getting loaded up, let's go ahead and fire apk tool on our sample. So the main reason behind this is as I told you in earlier videos as well, that Android manifest.xml is a fantastic starting point for analysis. So once this is done, let's check on the JEDEX GUI. Okay, so JEDEX GUI is loaded. Let's get back to our apk tool. Here we have covidregis apk, the output of apk tool. So in here we have our Android manifest.xml. So once inside Android manifest, let's check what this is, the package name of the malware, com.heymama.earth. So getting back to JEDEX GUI, we can know one thing for sure is that com and heymama.earth, this could be our starting point. So in here in JEDEX GUI, what you can do is go to file, preferences, and make sure that enable deobfuscation is checked, as well as force rewrite deobfuscation map file. Once doing this, save the file and it will reload the whole project. So let's just give it a second, and here it is. So this is our main activity, and here, so say for example now if I want to rename this, or you can say refactor this particular class name, or say string, what you can do is right click and rename. Sometimes it gives us a hard time, and yeah, this is what I was talking about, but just go ahead, maybe some kind of issues, I don't know why, but try once or twice. If this doesn't happen, just again go to file and here file and preferences, and repeat the steps that were told earlier. So let's just give it a random try once or twice. Yeah, as I told you, it works, sometimes it doesn't. So you can just try it once or twice. Here you can say for example just rename it as runnable whatever the name is here, we can just name it as runnable class and rename it. And yes, exactly, this is how it works. So say for example now I want to see where exactly this is the definition, and I want to see where exactly it is being used. So what you can do is select the class name or string to be specific, right click it and go to declaration, but going to declaration will just land up here. So what you can do is we can find where it is being used. So it will search the whole project and let us know where exactly it is being used. So again, let's give a bit of second for this search. Yeah, 48%, 53, 57, it should be done in no time. Here it is. So it's being used at two basically locations. So first on create, and this is, as I told you, right, this is implementing, this is the declaration here, and you can just double click and it will lead you here. Secondly, what this basically malware is doing, let me just quickly walk you through. We do not want to go into a particular analytical video, so this is going to be a short video. So let me tell you what it does is, it basically this is the main service that is responsible. Once you download this malware and once you click it, what it will do is it will check for all the contacts in your list in your device, and one by one it will start sending SMSs to all the contacts. And what the SMS is, This is basically SMS message is register for vaccine now, age starting 18 plus, register for vaccine using this is basically it's self replicating itself, and this is the download URL tiny.cc COVID vaccine. This is I think so dead by now, but say for example let's again consider here if we want to rename this or say rename this, we can right click rename and say this is our message and rename it. And secondly, if what I basically do is I want to see where exactly it is being used. So if we see find usage, again here is wow, it was quick. It's used in MR Ready in the service itself, and here you can see this is the declaration, and it's being used 2 times. So here if you see send text message, you can just double click here and it will take you to this. That's perfect, isn't it? SMS manager get default send text message. So this is by using JetX GUI itself, but let's have a look at the second method of Android Studio, because somewhere down the line I feel that method is a more cleaner method. If you see here, the JetX GUI does something internally and changes the names to some kind of cumbersome strings. So what we can do is let's get back to second method. So let's close this, we don't want to save it, and getting back to our terminal, clear. Here we have our APK. What we can do is just fire JetX. See guys, not GUI, not JetX GUI, but we'll just go with JetX and input as APK, and just in no time it will give us output. Remember, this is APK tool output, this is some kind of job function, and because we fired JetX GUI, this is a project file related to it, and in here we'll get another output of JetX. So just wait for few seconds. Error finished with errors. Okay, so we'll need to, let's just remove this. Okay, sorry for that, I had to pause the video because of that error. I don't know what was causing the error exactly, but I just replaced this APK file with a fresh version and removed the APK which we were working on. It's the same file again, but I just replaced it with a fresh copy and then fired JetX, and it was done. I need to find out the actual issue that was causing the error, but if we go ahead, this is the output again we get out after firing JetX on this APK. So what now we can do is fire up Android Studio and open that particular file. We can go here and YT JetX refactor and Cove regis particular folder. Okay guys, so to make sure we are opening this particular folder, if you go ahead, this is home shiv and YT JetX refactor and this particular directory. Now this is much more cleaner as compared to the previous JetX GUI version, so I prefer this more over the previous method, the first method. So as we know, here we can go again to com-himama.earth, and here is the main activity, and as I told you, this is the particular service which is causing the juice of malware, or the actual malicious activities are being done here. By saying activities, I mean to say not the Android activity, but the actual malicious part is being done here. MR Ready is a service, and basically what you can see here, this is the message and this is some kind of encrypted text. What you can do is just going along with I for further analysis. It's pretty dumb thing. We can do here is right click it and again come down to refactor, and here rename. You can just memorize the shortcuts, it's much easier, shift plus F6, and what we can do is encrypted message, and as soon as we enter, you can see here it says one occurrence changed, which means that there is this particular thing is not being used anywhere else than this. So let's go ahead, right click it and go to, and then declaration or usages. As we can see, it's only path here it's being used. Okay, so it is being used somewhere. And again, if you want to go ahead and see where exactly it's being declared, as we just saw, you can just hover the cursor and it will show you the declaration is here. This is a pretty cool part of second method. So we can go ahead and maybe click on here. Let's try. No, this is service. Or you can just right click, go to, and again declaration and usage, it will take you here. So let's go ahead and try some random things. As I told you, this is not going to be an analytical video. We are not going to analyze this malware. We will do so in another videos, but for this particular video, the core idea is to share how to refactor and basically how to clear up the all the junk that is gathered because of obfuscation. So here we converted I into encrypted message. Here we can do is same thing, right click and just refactor and then rename, and we can just state it as message, enter, and it will the cool part is that Android Studio takes care of all the occurrences, changing all the occurrences in this particular project. So now we can do is if you want to see where exactly this message is being used, we can just go to right click, go to, and then Ctrl+B or declaration or usages, and here it shows you where exactly it's being used. So as you know, send text message is a functionality which is used when a malware wants to, or malware or any Android app wants to send messages. You can just click on it and it will take you to the definition or declaration of it, or I can say usage of it, and here you can see this dot message automatically, it was this dot j earlier, here it got converted to this dot message. So now let's try few more things. Say for example, this is a send text message. This particular function or method is sending a message. What we can do is we can just change the name from H to something much more appropriate. What we can do is send SMS. This sounds good, enter, and searching for H in 44 files. So basically it might be there might be having 445 files in this particular project, or I can say output of JEDEX. It searches for each and every file and convert that particular method H into send SMS. So again, if you want to see where exactly this method is being used, or maybe we can go to go to that's silly, and declaration or usages, and it will tell you it is being used here. So this is kind of a thread being used, and this is class B, and okay, so it's inside a thread. So we can do is convert this name again, and or else you can rename this to something more appropriate and go on with your analysis. So this is basically a really good trick or say method that I like a lot and I use a lot while analyzing obfuscated malwares. So basically, let me tell you one quick thing. This is a dead malware. Yeah, this MR ready activity, if you go ahead, let's go ahead and see for where exactly this service is being initiated or called. So how this method can help us identify this is we can go to here and find its usages. So if we go ahead, we found 16 occurrences. As you see, it's searching for string name. So here these are 13, but if you read for this, if you search for this particular string, there are 16. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. So that's it says 16 usages. And one thing to notice here is if you see the initiation file, it's all mrready.java. So I don't think so this is being called from anywhere outside. So second thing where a service can be called is via broadcast receiver. Say for example, when a device boots up, broadcast receiver is a particular boot receiver is initiated, and there this particular service can be called. So let's go ahead quickly into our Android manifest and search for receivers, and there is only one receiver used, you can see here, and which is, as I told you, on boot completed. But again, this is basically the class that is being initiated when a boot the device is rebooted. So nowhere MRready is being used or called. So this is basically a dead app, or I can say dead malware, which is not functional. Maybe the developer or the Android malware developer was trying few things, and this was one of the dummy app he was trying to use. So let's check quickly if this is this method that I told you is actually a valid method or not. So let's jump into main activity. Here if we see main activity is on create, or say here on create, it calls for new thread, that is A, class A implements runnable, and here if you see it sleeps for some milliseconds, and yes, here it is. So for example, start activity, in a new intent we are calling chapkadao.class. So let's go to chapkadao. Here let's do the same thing. Let's go and find its usage. So if you see here, we found 14 usages, and here if you see the sources or initiation files, we have this thing. But if you see this first line, second line, it says in main activity this is being called. So this is initiation, you can say action for this particular class, but for this particular class, which is basically a service, we don't have anything like that. So this is a really good trick you can use to find the usages and rename or refactor. So this comes in handy many a times. So it's also using some kind of AES, but that's not part of this video. We'll see analytical videos sometimes else. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys like it. Thank you.